Alrighty guys, welcome back to the Unknown Gods tournament. It is day number 2 and we have a couple of developments that have happened throughout the course of today. So just to bring you guys up to speed, we will only be doing 2 matches and they are going to be best of 3s. Hayden and Mighty Altrol versus Helrin and Yash will be the first match, and the winner of that will move on to the grand finals, and the loser of that will go down into the losers finals. After that, we will have the Aimless Dart and Radiant versus Miju and Destiny. The winner of that will move forward. As for Flip Erickson, Romeo, and these 2 matches right here, we are holding off on those for now. They will be streamed at a later date, probably on Saturday before the finals. So go ahead and keep an eye out on that. Once again, I am joined by Juicy. Where's my boy at? There he is.
Hello, hi. This is gonna be absolutely fantastic. I can actually feel the energy from our contestant through the screen. Of course, the first match is it's gonna be quite like an opening match. We got Hell and Yas versus Mighty and Hayden. Wolf, who do you think is gonna get banned? Is it gonna be Osiris? We don't know yet.
It's gonna be a toss-up. I think there's gonna be a lot of focus towards Hellerin. Yash is pretty much gonna be able to get away with anything and everything. It's gonna be tough to say. I almost want to say that this is heavily in favor of Hellerin and Yash, but I mean Hayden and Altrol, they could pull something out here. Might have something spicy going on.
No, we're just gonna wait for the game. We're just gonna wait until we're actually in. It looks like the contestants over Team 1, Hayden and Mighty, are ready. Hell and Yas haven't been ready yet, but soon.
Can we have guesses on what the team's favorite colors are? Favorite colors. Juicy, you have any ideas?
What favorite colors of what?
Favorite colors of our teams here.
What, of UG or of the Hell and Mighty?
You know, that's a really good question.
The of UG, it's of course gonna be whatever Tempest decide. But for the team, I would like to believe that Hell is red, and I would like to believe that Mighty is red, because all I'm seeing right now is red, because I'm waiting.
I thought you were gonna go down a different road there.
You know, what, you thought it was gonna be a bloodbath? No way.
Yeah.
It's done. Well, I mean, it could be a bloodbath, but you know, I'm not looking for a bloodbath. I'm looking for a clean, no punching below the belt kind of fight.
So we're still waiting on the match to be made here. Just making sure that everything is actually right. Since Wolf brought it up, UG's colors, I answered. Thanks, Tempest. Quick shout out to Tempest. He is the owner of Unknown Gods and he is a moderator in my chat. Oh, you guys are bullying him. Don't worry, I do the exact same thing. And it looks like we're loading in. There we go. Soul is immediately banned.
Who could have expected? Well, I mean, everyone. Tiamat, of course, is second ban. I don't believe that Tiamat it would be very good in a 2v2, but I guess it's fan.
And you brought it up earlier, Osiris is going to get banned out here.
It's just common sense. And the next common sense thing to do is to ban Afro. I want to see an Afro so bad, but I don't think I'm ever going to see it because it's a 2v2 tournament, and if they get Afro, they win. What's going to be the next ban?
Pretty interested here. It's going to be Sobek and Gilgamesh getting banned out. Sobek, I'm not entirely sure about.
Did they skip a ban?
Maybe. I don't see why they would, though.
There is a lot of gods that both teams can play. They did skip a ban. Of course, Mighty picks Set. His set is actually very good. We have Hell on the Morgan.
No.
And we have Achilles
Oh,
on
no.
So this is gonna be a little difficult. Of course, we get Kronos from Hayden's side. In my opinion, looking at the team comp right now, the blue team, or at least I think they're a blue team on your team, right? On your side, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the blue team is it has a bit of advantage to the red team's Achilles and Morgan. The only thing that can personally see is the second Chrono ult, he's gonna have to be extra careful not to get executed because he's gonna only be able to stand still and not do much.
That, I just want to point out that this is a Morrigan. This is a Diamond Morrigan. This is Helleran's Morrigan. I'm scared. I'm scared for the blue team. This is gonna hurt.
Do you think that it's going to be a bloodbath like I did not, predict, but at the same time,
it's probably going to end up being a bloodbath. I'm sorry to say. It's a Diamond Morrigan on Helleran. Why? Like, oh, this hurts. This is going to hurt to watch.
Right now, it looks like both contenders are not stopping. They are making sure to get the best of the best. We know that Troll is pretty good on Set. We know that Hell is pretty good on Morgan. Yas, of course, I believe can play all warriors perfectly fine. Hayden can play a bunch of hyper carries. Both teams are just absolutely going to town on each other. I still think blue team has a better chance for just the gods that they have picked and the kit that those gods have. However, it doesn't look like anyone playing around on the red team either.
The blue team is going to have a lot more attack speed if Set decides to build a little bit more bruiser style. Kronos does have the attack speed stem in his kit. It'll be interesting to see who the Morgan decides to change in here, because there could be the option of a double Achilles. You get a double execute. You could have a couple more stuns readily available. I don't know about changing into Set. I mean, there's a lot of burst potential in that, a lot of attack speed, or just a lot of damage being able to come through on this set, assuming that it's a bruiser style build. Kronos, I think Kronos is a little bit unreliable in a Morgan transformation just because there's so much room for error. You're really not going to be able to use the ultimate properly. There's just a couple questions that I have about this Morgan pick, but I mean, it's going to be a pretty potent pick. You have invisibility in the kit, you have a stun, you have extra damage, you can change into anybody. It'd be interesting to see.
Do you think that, like the Kronos that played, I believe it was in Game 4, do you think that this Kronos, do you think that Hayden is going to go ability damage, ability lifesteal damage, more or less of what the other Chronos did.
I personally like the ability build on Chronos right now. It seemed to work out so far in all of our matches. Lifesteal, I think that's just kind of built into if you are going to be going into that damage style. We saw the rings come out on Chronos at one point, and that did work out, and it is going to be a Emerald Ring start here on this Chronos with Vampiric Shroud. Vampiric Shroud just kind of being the safe pick now, as it has been for ever since the update came out. Excuse me, I'm only dying here. We see Chronos actually leveling the 1 2 times, so he's gonna have a little bit more damage in that aspect. So that's something we'll have to keep an eye on here. Upgraded Sundering Spear for the Achilles.
Typical.
Pretty typical.
I would like to point out that while the red team is doing their buff together, Set has soloed his buff and has helped out with the Chronos buff of blue. Set is most likely gonna hit level 4 off this wave. Do you think that this is a change of playstyle? Do you think that these people are prepared to take down the champ?
It's entirely possible that they've been doing their homework. They've seen the Heller and Yash matches, and they might have something planned for it. Because we do actually see the set picking up a short bow as a first item here. What's your thoughts on that?
Ichable goes fantastic early game. As you know, they removed boots and the meta is just absolutely different now. You see Set giving a little bit of damage to the Morgan, but Achilles is boxing him. Both of them are close to half health. Both of them have pots ticking. They go back to mid with no contested and no kills. I think truly he must go Ichable. I don't think that he would go Odysseus bow.
Ichable has been a pretty good start. Odysseus bow really relies on having more power in your kit, because all it is just attack speed with chain lightning, and Set really doesn't make good use of Odysseus bow in my eyes here. War flag picked up for the Achilles, and a Santa Time being picked up for the Morrigan. Do you think Morrigan really needs a Santa Time, or do you think Vampiric Shroud was maybe a better pickup in this case?
There are two reasons why I think the Morgan did that. It did catch my eye. Of course, red team gets the red buff. Typical. Morgan had gotten Sand of Time and had gotten the blue buff, which equals already 20. You see Set going in with his ultimate. He tried to get on the Achilles, but he failed. Double Achilles. He gets thundered. Set is still fighting. Double Achilles ult, but he misses his target. Oh, Set goes down. Oh, but
it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade.
Well. It will be fantastic.
Pretty even 1-for-1 trade. That fight just a little bit awkward. The blue team did actually steal the red buff there. We see Chronos picking it up right now, and he's gonna be able to back here. Interesting little fight that went through right there.
I strongly believe that this could be the game that Hell gets toppled down. It seems like the blue team has indeed done their homework. They are banking off the Set. They want to make sure the Set can leap in there, take the damage, use his ultimate to heal back, and hopefully either kill someone or damage someone to the point where the Chronos can kill them and catch up himself. Do you think that right now the double Achilles ult is optimal for this kind of play?
I think right now it's gonna be right, because it's gonna give you a little bit of protection. It's gonna be right for the damage. Looking on it now, just seeing the way how that was played out, I can see what they're trying to go for, but I don't know if it's gonna exactly work in the late game. Chronos is meant to be a hyper late game carry just based off of his passive.
Correct.
Seeing the blue team just kind of sitting back, clearing out waves, doing anything that they can. The gold is not exactly in their favor, about a 200 gold difference right about now. Assuming that I can pull up the chart here. The blue team is going to go ahead and clear out this wave. The red team did back. And we see a Divine Ruin coming out on the Morgan here. And as always that we've seen on any of the warriors, we've always seen this Gauntlet of Thieves coming out. Is there any more reason to see Gauntlet of Thieves as Kronos gets poked out here?
Right now, as a lot of people picked Gauntlet of Thieves for the extra health pool, the HP5 and MP5, as well as almost 50 stacks on it equals 50 protection from each side, both physical and magical. Plus, after they finish the stacking of it, you also give some of those protection to your partner that's next to you. You see Yash going in under tower, failing to completely damage Kronos, but he takes a tower shot and he's fine, leaves the tower almost immediately. Right now, it looks like it's a very strong stalemate. I don't think it will be broken till either Hell, the Morgan ults, or until the red team either tower down.
I think they're really waiting just for one person to step a little bit too far forward. Because if you win here, you go on to the grand finals. That's really big, and I think both teams really understand the situation that they're in here. So they don't want to overcommit, and they don't want to make any sort of wrong move. Blue team is going to go back and pick up the speed buff, and Kronos is going to back. We see him finishing up a Telekind's ring and going into another ring. Do you think that this is going to be a full attack speed build for Kronos? Like building all the rings, Ring of Hecate, Demonic Grip, and all that?
It is looking that way. The Morgan is going to stun the Kronos, so Achilles is going to stun the Kronos, but Kronos will ult and be safe. Right now, the Kronos has very, very little chance to mitigate damage. He needs to play it safe and get his build online, because as you said, Kronos is a late game god according to his passive, according to his kit, and his scaling. If he dies early, he loses the match, and that will result in, of course, not an elimination, but they will be turned to the loser's bracket, something that you would want to avoid.
And keep in mind that this match is a best of 3, so we are in game 1 here. If you lose here, you got a reverse sweep.
It is a very exciting game. Kronos lands his stun. Morgan decides to land her stun too. Achilles follows up on the Morgan too, and Set is almost dead. That burst damage is going to be 100%. Oh, he goes for the second stun, activates the 2, transforms into the Set ult, and he's almost dead. Is Achilles gonna go in? Achilles uses his ult to win, and then he uses his 1 for another kill. Set uses his ult to try to chase down the Achilles, uses his 1 to slow him down. He gets thundered, he dies to the Morgan, let's go! Red team just absolutely decimated the blue team. They're gonna get a little bit of tower poke, and they're gonna get, of course, the red camp.
Polynomicon coming through here on the Morgan. Really nice pickup and just a ton of extra damage. I think that's a really big turn in that fight just because of how much extra damage was able to come through here, and the tower is going to fall and the red buff is going to fall in favor of the red team. Blue team does have a little bit of work, and they're not fully out of it yet. See Kronos walking over towards the Demon King, and it looks like he's gonna get it started up. I don't know. Don't even think that the red team is aware.
Yeah, I genuinely do not think, and it goes down. Yeah, they won't be able to contest it. Fantastic work by the blue team. They understood how to pick the fights and how to steal stuff without any form of risk, which is just absolutely fantastic. Their tower, however, is down, so unless they get a kill, they will not be able to capitalize on it.
The Demon King buff will be up for about the next minute or so. Do you think it was really worth it to go for the Demon King, take it away from the red team, or do you think that there needs to be more work involved, like possibly getting a kill here onto this Achilles step forward into the Phoenix line? It's going to take a little bit of poke, but Kronos is going to be damaged just a little bit more.
To be 100% honest with you, they have gotten the Demon King, in my opinion, at the perfect time. The red team cannot use it, which is basically what they needed to do. If they had Demon King, the Phoenix would have gone down much quicker. Yeah, props to the blue team for figuring out a plan. You see, the plan is there. They just are going to have to focus on one target and kill them one at a time. As you can see right now, it's a one-on-one between Kronos and the Morgan. They both stun themselves. Set goes in on the Morgan. Morgan transformed into Kronos to get the hell out of there. Oh, he gets hit. Oh! He gets Achilles ulti, but he wasn't under the threshold. Achilles is going in. Achilles kills the Set. Fantastic work. Hell is going back in.
Kronos, the blue team's Kronos decided to actually ultimate offensively there, not defensively, to be able to go back and reposition, and Achilles is going to blink in, is going to try and take out this Kronos here. It looks like it's going to be successful in the long run, and that will be a Phoenix here. They have the minions.
That is most likely gonna be a Phoenix. I do not think that is Titan because they are very low. What do you think about the Achilles blink? What do you think about the Achilles damage? What are your thoughts on this game? It started out so good and it ended so bittersweet.
I don't want to exactly say that this is how I expected this match to go, but let's be honest, I expected the match to go like this. Achilles deciding to pick up a stone cutting sword. The blink pickup really nice. Sunder was down throughout that entire fight. It's a pretty interesting build that this Achilles decided to go for. A little bit of anti-heal. This is more of a bruiser style Achilles build. Morgan's doing everything that they can. Really just building pure damage. And I'm going to be taking notes on this Morgan game. And the red team is going to be pushing up here. They do have the fire minions working their way through. The blue team is just sitting in the Titan room. They're down 3 levels each. Achilles is going to step forward, poke a little bit onto the Titan, but Kronos is going to clear out these minions. Achilles just doing a little bit more poke. Morgan is invis, looking to try and get a pick here. Goes onto the Kronos. Oh my god.
He just disappeared. The Set goes into the Morgan, but the Morgan fake step and the damage just goes through. That is over for game 1. By God. It transforms into Kronos for more Titan damage. Fantastic work by the red team. They are just using their ultimate.
Where did Kronos go? He disappeared.
You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember the Hades game with Hopeless Mind?
Oh, gone. Yeah,
reduced to atoms. He got Thanos snapped into a different reality. It was disgusting. It was revolting, and yet my eyes cannot look away. Oh man.
The blue team has their work cut out for them now. They got to win the next 2 matches if they want to move on to the grand finals. If they lose here, they still have another life, but I don't know if I want to be facing that match.
Make sure you hit the spectator button to make sure they don't start without us.
That is true.
Uh, this is absolutely scary. It looks like right now, if Troll and Hayden do not basically attack Hell and Yash with their respective force and actually take them down, they would advance to the finals. And the game starts. Let's find out what they ban again.
Well, I think
So,
the blue team is going to be shifting their bans. I mean, the Morgan did a lot of work there. The Achilles did a lot of work, but outside of that, what else are you going to leave open? You either leave the Afro open or the red team decides to ban it. I mean, you're kind of backed up into a corner here, and the bans so far
in
have pretty
my
much remained the same.
in my honest opinion, they should not ban the Afro because they are first picked. If the Afro does not get banned, they have a much easier time. They, of course, are going to ban the Sobek, the Tiamat, the Gilgamesh on the blue team. They are trying their hardest not to ban Afro, but I think in the last two bans of the red team, they're going to get rid of her. They have to.
Bans have looked pretty much the same so far, the Persephone ban coming through.
Let's see.
It'll be interesting to see what the blue team decides to ban here, and they are going to ban the Afro.
That, in my opinion, should have been a little bit more thought out, because if they got the Afro, it would have been an almost instantaneous fight against the red team. They ban Arachne?
That's a throwaway ban.
It is most likely a throwaway ban. You are absolutely correct.
So now, what is the blue team gonna try and go for here? The first pick was they had a first pick. I can't remember what it was.
Which one? The first pick of Warrior?
No, it was like blue team first overall pick. It was Set. That's right.
Yeah, it was Set. It did help them in that first fight, but right now the blue team is going to struggle against Hell and Yash. They need to figure out another combo, and it's fast. They're gonna pick the Achilles. Very, very excellent.
I mean, that's basically a fifth ban, and we see an Ao Kwang and Guan. Okay.
No, we do not see. We did not see an Ao Kwang. We
see okay. I don't like these hovers.
This is absolutely disgusting.
They're diamond borders.
See, here's the thing. I think blue team will work out just fine.
That depends on if they decide to lock in here. And we see, okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the next match. Thank you guys for watching this match. This is pretty much clear, set in stone. I am sorry. You have to watch this bloodbath.
Here's the thing. Have you ever heard of a second win? You go down, but then you come back up, rejuvened with energy and vigorous, like, fighting potential. The All-Along ban, in my opinion, proved this. If he highlights over All-Along and knocks it in, it will either counter the Guan Yu without his ultimate, and the Morgan will have a rough time actually getting everything to work on her part.
All-Around does have a little bit of self-peel if the Morgan does decide to go and Viz and then try and get the stun off, but you have to time it right. I don't know if you're going to be constantly avoiding all of those stuns, and I mean, the red team picked a really dive-heavy comp. It's a Morgan, it's a Guan Yu, they want to be up in your face dealing damage. The Achilles has to be in the front line. You can't really sit in the back and try and do anything, and this All-Run is really wanting to create more distance. This All-Run is going to need to build some sort of protection here, otherwise I think the blue team just drops down to the lower bracket. We're waiting to get loaded in here. Juicy, is there any thoughts that you have on this match?
Yes. Why did they not ban the Morgan?
I don't know. It almost seems so clear cut. Like, you needed to ban the Morgan. The Morgan was a problem in that match. You should have banned the Morgan and left the Afro open and forced them to ban the Afro.
Although the Morgan was indeed a problem, however, in my honest opinion, Yash did fantastic setup with his blinks, with his ultimate, with his... As you know, Yash did not use his ultimate for execution. He used them to close the distance under tower. He did it twice, and I think that's a fantastic use of the, of the Achilles ult.
Do you think this Achilles, though, is going to be something that changes this game for the blue team?
The red team does have a heal, so no.
Okay.
You get below the threshold, you heal up. Pretty much. The Achilles was a good pick, but they, in my opinion, needed to... First of all, I genuinely don't think that Gilgamesh will be played on the red team. I genuinely think that they should have left the Osiris and the Persephone ban for the red team.
But do you want to be the person to find out that the red team actually has a Gilgamesh in their back pocket?
I would prefer to fight a Gilgamesh over an Achilles. I would prefer to fight a Gilgamesh over a Guan Yu.
But do you really want to mess around and just be like, you know what, let's leave Gilgamesh open, and then all of a sudden it's like a Master's Border Gilgamesh?
Just pulling all the brakes. I think that...
That's a scary thought.
It is a scary thought. You're absolutely right.
You thinking is a scary thought.
Wolf, I am going to let you talk with chat for a little bit. I am going to quickly mute myself and cough really loudly because I feel like I have a coughing fit almost about to happen. So I'll be right back. I'll still be here.
Well, hey chat, how's it going? We go into the second game here. The blue team is down 1-0. They have their work cut out for them, and the red team is looking really strong. It's going to be a really big concern. Hellerin once again on this Morgan, and Yash with a Diamond Border Guan Yu. The blue team's already scared. They've placed their vision shards. They're afraid to see them just step up. Achilles does go with a Fighter's Mask start. Morgan does go with a Vampiric Shroud start, and Guan Yu picks up the start of a presumably Gauntlet of Thebes. Olaron picking up a Tiny Trinket, which could end up going into some pretty tasty items. We saw a Pythagoras piece come out in one of the matches. And here comes the farming. Guan Yu is already getting shredded here. A little over half health, but so is Achilles. Olaron just kind of sitting in the back line. Morgan is going to be able to get the stun onto the Achilles. Olaron with a little bit of healing and is going to be able to knock the Guan Yu away. Achilles taking a lot of damage here. Does get the stun off. Morgan just looking for it. Isn't going to be able to find the kill. Achilles is really low here, about 10% health. Morgan just kind of sitting on this wall. Is going to target the Olaron. Olaron is going to be able to heal all of that back. And the Achilles is choosing to stick around. I don't know if I like that. Does have potions ticking, is going to be able to get a little bit of healing out. Olaron does have healing in his kit.
Okay, there we go. I have witnessed that first fight, and very, very good start. Of course, Rengar's mass on the Achilles, extra damage. I believe you, did you touch up on that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Right now it looks like blue team has a new fiery determination in order to try to not get steamrolled again. It is it will be a very interesting match, to say the least. Blue team now knows they have to play safe, they have to play together. So yes.
Morgan taking the shot from Olorun's 1, and we see the ultimate coming out and Guan Yu's ultimate coming out. And Olorun is going to get stunned here, and a double Guan Yu ultimate. That's going to be a lot of damage here. Guan Yu taking a couple tower shots. That is going to be the Morgan transformation. Achilles is somehow alive. Holy cow. Only about 30 health. And he's deciding to stick around. I don't... Wow, that was close.
So, did someone call the Middle Ages and tell them to get their horses out of our current timeline? This was an absolute nightmare to watch. One Guan Yu is bad enough, but two Guan Yus is even worse.
That was that was scary.
You can tell. At the very least, he's gonna get some damage to piss her off.
I don't know if I don't like the idea of poking Heller. I don't like the idea of going up against Hellerin, period. But stopping his back, I think you're a little bit crazy to try and do that.
To be honest, he didn't really have any mana, so he couldn't really do anything. But
that doesn't mean anything for a later fight.
It is the principle. You must piss off your opponent so they easily you know the art of war by Sun Wu. Piss off your opponent so they can make a mistake and then you win. But will Hell make that mistake? Find out on the next time of Smite Ball Z.
Is that what we're calling this show now?
Smite Ball Z? We need Smite Car back. I know that was a very weird thought, but do you remember Smite Car?
No, I don't, but we do have a little bit of a skirmish here. Morgan picking up the stun onto the Achilles. Achilles sitting at about half health. He is going to back here, and so is this Olorun. Interesting. They're going to forfeit a little bit of pressure here. Morgan taking one tower shot just to try and stop the back, but isn't going to be able to make it. See Olorun picking up at Bancroft Talon, and we see Morgan already picking up the Divine Ruin.
It is a very good thing. Olorun has built-in healing, and he built Bancroft Talon. Achilles had built-in healing on his too. I'm seeing a lot of early anti-heal in a lot of games. And while it is a very, very good idea, at the same time, is it going to be in every game? Of course, they gather up on the Achilles, and it's going to be a double Guan Yu ult again, I believe. Ooh. Yes, they stun one, they get the other one, Olorun ults, but it is incomplete. He cannot save the Achilles.
Achilles using the ultimate and gets caught out by one of the Guan Yus, and Morgan's going to be able to step forward here. They're just going to get another kill here.
The blink into the Morgan 2, into the Guan Yu 3, into the Morgan 1 was absolutely fantastic. Blue team, of course, loses a row of minions into the tower. Red team takes that red buff and goes back to buy their items. Guan Yu is looking for a little bit more anti-heal while Morgan's building into another pen item. Morgan and Guan Yu are just going to be doing so much damage. It is going to be insane.
Already one level down for each of our gods here, and little over half an item for each of our players here. Do you think that the red team is just gonna be able to walk away here?
I think from the bottom of my heart, that the blue team can win. Have you heard the story of the underdog? These are the underdog. These should be the people that you are rooting for. If you always root at #1 seed, at #1 contender, you will always get what you want. If you root for the underdog, you will have a hell of a great time. I strongly believe that Troll and Hayden can beat Hell and Yast if they only get one singular second of advantage. But where is that second, Wolf? Where is it?
I don't know. I mean, you try and go for a Demon King here, and that's going to cost you a lot. You don't exactly have an opening to really do anything other than farm. Like, the blue team has to get lucky on a fight here and make sure that it goes in their favor, but that opportunity hasn't opened up yet. I don't think that they're really going to be able to do anything.
Do you think that the people who are next that are watching the stream will heed their own words and ban out Morgan?
It's possible. Do
you think that Morgan is going to get picked into teams that are not Hell and Yash? Now that you've seen people can abuse a double Guan Yu ult or whatever they can.
I don't know. Like, Morgan is such a niche character. Like some people can play it, others can't. You have to be able to know how to play certain gods, and it's such a weird mechanic. And we see Oleron going into the ultimate. Guan Yu is going to be able to get a kill here, and we see Morgan going into the Guan Yu once again. So that's the pick for this Morgan here, is to just transform into the Guan Yu and use double stun. Guan Yu does offer a lot of damage, offers that stun on the ultimate, has healing in the kit, has a dash to be able to get away, has protection shred on his abilities. It's a pretty good pick here. I don't see the blue team really walking away from this. I'm sorry to say it. I think the red team pretty much has it clear cut. Their job's pretty much done. All that they're doing is just waiting for them to just finish farming.
This is going to be a very rough game if the blue team doesn't get to end game. I strongly believe that the Oleron can pop late game, can start doing a bunch of damage to both of them. However, 2 levels down, almost 2,000 gold down, 1,000 on each person. This is not looking very good.
Now, Oleron does have crit in his abilities and in his autos, but I don't think that's going to be enough. I mean, yeah, you're having built-in crit. Oleron is hitting some of his abilities for half of Morgan's health. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Just taking a look at builds here, I mean, there's no defense on this Oleron. He's just going to get shredded down, because Guan Yu does have protection shred, and it's flat protection shred on top of that. So 3 stacks, and at max rank, which is already done, you get 10 protection stolen, and that stacks 3 times. So you're losing out 30 protections every single time you get hit with that. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
So paying attention to your chat, Uncle Fable said Hugh's brain, they both get spectral for the Oleron crit, and I just personally think that was hilarious.
Sure, let's just go for it.
Just go for it.
It's Heller and Yash. They were trolling yesterday. Why not troll now?
They were trolling, huh? This is the extent of them actually playing for the $30 each of our prize. This is absolutely scary. Do you think that it would be ideal to immediately, how do I say this? do you think it would be ideal to immediately ban out Morgan, Guan Yu, Gilgamesh, and pretty much anyone who isn't, or pretty much everyone who is not necessarily a top pick, but would actually counteract the enemy team and fuck them up?
Well, trying to understand your question here, as Guan Yu decides to die for it, Overrun does drop the ultimate, and Guan Yu just goes ahead and just gets a kill here. Really, no problem, no questions asked.
Am I quiet on stream?
I don't see why he is.
Oh, hello, hi. Is this loud? I feel like I'm talking into a microphone that is right up against my face, because that is what I'm doing. And of course they're gonna dive, they're gonna dive the Achilles, they're gonna double Guan Yu ult him. This is going to absolutely take down tier 1. Same volume.
Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya.
Wolf, I got a question. Am I really quiet?
I don't see why, but that's for a moment for me to deal with later.
Wait, hold on. Tempest is... Maybe that's just Wolf is loud.
It's
Wolf,
it's my balance in the audio, but that's something I'll deal with here in a little bit. We gotta focus on this match here. As Guan Yu's gonna go ahead and just dive in, get the onto the ultimate. There goes the beads, and there goes Morgan, and there's just a kill.
Destroys him! Oh my god! This is unbelievable! Wolf, what is going on? I blink my eyes and everyone dies! Oh my god.
Morgan OP, Guan Yu OP.
This is terrible.
Oh, this hurts. I'm gonna get away from that because that's gonna be annoying to listen to.
I genuinely I genuinely don't think that blue team is gonna win anymore.
Okay, let's see here. They're 5,000 XP down. They're 3,500 gold down. They're basically an entire item behind. They're 0 and 7. They're 3 levels down each. Morgan has done almost double the collective damage of the blue team. Yeah, this hurts. This hurts to watch. I'm sorry you guys have to watch a bloodbath here. Morgan's just gonna walk over here to the Demon King, just is gonna take it.
I don't know, Wolf. Right now, it seems that the Bull Demons, of course, is gonna go down. Olon might be able to actually contest it. But no, though, they're just backing up. Bull Demon is down for the red team. This is a little unorthodox. You can see Morgan build is normal. However, look at Guan Yu build. He has Brawler's Beat Stick. He goes straight into the Breastplate of Valor for that cooldown reduction, and then he goes into a Genji's Guard. Now, why on earth would he go for a Genji's Guard?
I mean, All-Run does long poke damage, and you get more cooldowns out of it. It's as simple as that. It gives you magical protection, it gives you cooldown. You get seconds taken off of your abilities anytime you're damaged, which means your ultimate's going to be up a little bit more whenever you get hit by All-Run. And we see a Sunder coming out and Guan Yu just going directly into the back line. All-Run is going to drop the ultimate here. Guan Yu's going to try and walk away from this. The Phoenix is down, so they're able to do whatever. And Morgan's on the Achilles over there. Ults as the Guan Yu, and they switch places. Morgan is chasing down this All-Run, trying to do anything that they can. And the Aegis is going to come through, and All-Run is going to be able to walk away just with barely any health. The Phoenix is going to fall here because it is disabled right now. And Achilles is trying to just manage waves. All-Run getting caught out here and is just gone, disappeared. Alright, cool.
The red team is 3 levels up, and this is just a nightmare. Achilles is trying to basically lead the Morgan away. It's not going to work that well because Guan Yu is going to finish the job here. Hopefully Oleron can one-on-one him in 15 seconds, but that is 15 seconds. Achilles stuns the Morgan, but she lands a fantastic stun. She lands the Polynomicon, uses her 2 again. The Chell is down. They're trying to execute her. She gets Aegis and she kills the Achilles. Let's see if Oleron will save the Titan.
And it looks like Oleron is going to be able to save the Titan here, but that's a lot of damage. You're 4 levels down, your teammate's dead for the next 30 seconds. Guan Yu already has his ultimate, that's going to be another stun. Oleron does actually have his ultimate up in time, but Morgan's already here. Morgan goes invis. Pretty much going to be able to get the stun here. Oh, doesn't actually get the stun. A lot of damage though. The poly proc, and Morgan might fall here. Nope. And looks like that's going to be the end of this match here. Hellerin and Yash will move on into the grand finals. Hayden and Mighty Altrol will fall down into the lower bracket here in 17 minutes.
Boys, I will tell you that this is pain.
This hurt.
This hurts. I would believe that blue team did fine against a normal team. However, against a grandmaster and another grandmaster, whenever they butt heads together, it is the end result is a Guan Yu ult, and you know, their fist in your face, which doesn't really feel that good. This is gonna be an interjection. Wolf, what are the next games?
So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the next games here as I decide to bump up your audio and start fixing a couple of things. So Hellerin and Yash move on with a 2-0 sweep. So that'll put Hellerin and Yash into the grand finals, which will be streamed on Alpha Jackal's stream. And I will be getting all of that information and stuff out on the Unknown Gods Discord, which is listed down here at the bottom. Go and join. That is a D. It is not an O. It is KYEDSXB. However, moving on into our next match, we have Aimless Dart and Radiant versus Miju and Destiny. The winner of this moves into the losers round 4, and the winner of that will go on to face Hayden and Mighty Owl Troll. Now, this match, losers round 4 will be played on Alpha Jackal stream, and the losers finals will also be played on Alpha Jackal stream as well as the grand finals. And we need to run this match. I need to make sure that everybody's ready to go here. Juicy, sing us a song.
Hello, hi. I am Juicy, the designated singer of this stream. Here's Wonderwall.
Please?
No, actually, 1 minute sing Wonderwall. You know what? If we get 5 people in chat to say sing Wonderwall, I will do a couple.
Chat, you heard them.
5 people. Juicy, please sing Wonderwall. Jesus, you know. That was 1. I regret this.
Come on, I have 10 people in here. This man's got a Smite tier list on his bookmarks. Yes, I do. That was actually... Okay. Let me pull this up here. This is just because I have it. I really don't have a reason. So we are currently waiting for Miju and Destiny to get ready. Is there anything specific that you guys want me to look up here?
That's my tier list. Yes. Here is where I would like to tell you that everyone belongs to. Do you see that last tier? Is that E tier?
Yeah.
Everyone belongs in there except Gilgamesh. Do not fight me on this.
Well, I mean, let's be honest here.
Gilgamesh belongs to C tier. I can't say that on stream.
Actually, no. Persephone belongs in B tier. Sitting here just BSing, trying to pass some sort of time. Alright, Juicy, I guess you're not singing Wonderwall, which sucks.
That was funny. Thank you, chat, for protecting my integrity.
Sing,
you know what's my
sing
favorite
Itsy Bitsy
part?
Spider.
Wonderwall!
I want you to sing Itsy Bitsy Spider.
No.
Yes.
What I will sing is, I'll sing the sound of my people. Hurry up with this fucking game. Where is Team 2? I see that it is Dart and Toad versus who?
It should be Miju and Destiny, but they're both, like, not here.
Miju?
I know Destiny has...
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I know Destiny had a match earlier, but he said that he should have been available by 8, and it's 9 now. So I don't know what's up with that. So during this little time, we will run to an intermission, just so that way we get some things figured out here. So in the meantime, go and enjoy some of this music brought to you by 99 Lives. Alrighty, guys, and we are back. So, just to bring everybody up to speed, we are playing in the bottom bracket here. It is Dart and Radiant versus Miju and Destiny, and I need to make sure that I'm in the right screen here.
Okay, hello, Wolf, are you in the game currently?
I'm getting there. Alright.
Okay, fantastic.
So Radiant had a technical problem. His PC needs to restart because his smite froze. GG,
yes,
well played.
See, here's the thing. Smite, is bad, but Smite is good.
Smite is a perfect game, and there's no problem with it whatsoever.
Smite is perfect. Smite is perfect. Give us money, Hi-Res.
I would like money.
Spectating. Unqueued from spectating. Why? Oh, I believe Radiant is having more problems because he just got offline.
He's restarting his PC. I just said that. I literally just said, chat, can I get it? Can I get that? Can somebody clip that just so that way I know that I'm not losing my mind already?
Okay. I thought he already restarted his PC. I apologize sincerely.
Juicy, how high are you?
No, it's hi. How are you? Oh man. Do you hate me?
I lost a brain cell or two.
I lost many brain cells, and believe it or not, this match is going to hopefully give me some, because right now we have Toad and Dart versus Miju and Destiny. As you know, Miju and Destiny do play in semi-professional teams. Toad and Dart, while they do not play for semi-professional teams, they are very good players and they understand the mechanics of the game. Who do you think is going to have the upper hand currently?
I mean, I'm more leaning towards Miju and Destiny just because I've played with them, I know what their skills are, but I mean, Dart and Radiant could have something up their sleeve. We didn't see it happen in the last game, so I don't know if they've exactly done their research. Miju and Destiny have only played one match during this entire tournament. They played round one, they lost, and now they're playing this match.
Let's go. We are in.
Alright, this is going to be pretty interesting. So on the blue team here, we have Aimless, Dart, and Radiant. And on the red team, we have Miju and Destiny. Soul gets banned out first. Not surprised. I think we've seen as many Soul games as there will be.
Let me see what the red team banned. If I remember correctly, Dart and Toad were the first ones to actually play Osiris. It might be a good idea for them to pick it up. It is weird how they did ban Soul in spite being the first ones to actually, pick Soul. I hope that blue team does not make the mistake of banning Afro when they have the first pick. Ban Achilles, that is a very good pick.
It looks like that they're just banning pretty much the same bans that we've seen all the way across the board. We see the Guan Yu getting banned out here. Achilles is another ban. Thoth is pretty much the only ban here that I would call questionable. But at the same time, we also saw it in the other game, and Morgan is going to get banned out here. Odin as well. The Afro is free. The Afro is left open here, and they're not going to take it, and it's awful. Wait.
What is going on?
Wait a minute.
Okay, so allow me to interject. I believe that they picked the Alpwatch because Toad is most likely gonna pick a healer. Okay, Alpwatch counters healers. Of course, Loki is going to do heavy damage, and Destiny actually knows the hitting mechanic where you cancel your 3 early to use extra damage on his backblast. Of course, Destiny is a high-level player. He knows this. Let's figure out what Toad is gonna pick. I really hope it would be Afro.
But there's a bigger question here. Is this going to be Miju on an Opwash of all things?
It is not necessarily strange. Well, no. Allow me to correct myself. Oh, it is Kronos for the blue team. That is actually a really, really good idea. Very disappointed that the Afro was not picked. But again, it's fine.
And it looks like Miju is going to be on this Opwash here. That Miju on a mage.
Miju plays a lot of tanky gods. Miju's weakness are people who are not tanky. In my honest opinion, do you remember when Hel and Yas played a mage that was tanky with the minion helm and the Sogan's Kasari? No, the Genji's Guard. I believe this is what Miju is trying to do. He's trying to build a tanky Alpwash to counteract with all the damage that Kronos and Osiris is gonna do.
This is weird, man. I don't know what to think. And he has a level 5 Opwash. Okay, so I need to give Miju another chest at some point, because apparently he plays mages. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. I mean, Afro went through the entire ban phase, but they decided not to pick it up because it's an Opwash, full anti-heal.
I understand, but it is a 2v2. And while Opwash has, can damage up healers very easily with his 3, I genuinely believe that the Afro was going to get picked. I am a little sad.
Oh man. I can't get over the fact that Miju is playing a mage.
It looked like he's playing it very well. He is, of course, starting with his gigantic bomb. Auto clears the blue buff. Fantastic work.
Yep, he is going to be able to get to lane pretty quickly here. Kronos is working on this blue buff, but still has a lot of health on it. Opwash is going to go ahead and start clearing out these minions here. Basically full clears wave.
Oh my god, Dart is already very, very, very low. Can Miju finish the kill? He's trying to! He pops it! Will it work? It will! The earliest first blood in the UG tournament at 37 minutes, 37 seconds in. It is absolutely insane.
Juicy's a little bit ahead of me, so we're just gonna have to deal with that.
Oh, I'm ahead of you?
Yeah, you're just a little bit ahead of me, but we can deal with that.
This is terrible.
We can deal with it.
Okay, I will start doing. All right, so blue team is gonna clear wave, of course. Opwas is already level 5. Loki is of course level 4. Right now the red camp hasn't come up yet, but it will in the matter of a couple seconds. There goes Opwas auto clearing the wave. Osiris is trying to beat into him, but Opwas ults, and Loki uses his 3 to damage him up. Osiris almost dies. A little bit of tower poke. Loki is gonna try to dive the Osiris, but he's gonna go back in order to hopefully not dive too far. Loki, Destiny is indeed, taunting the people. They clear another wave again. Loki just now hits. No, Loki is not level 5 yet. What is going on?
I think the first blood bounty is just a little bit more stronger than what we were thinking. Loki being just a little bit behind here. Nah,
Okay,
I think he's missed an entire wave.
They have just dropped red buff.
They just dropped it.
Osiris is aggressing on the off-boss and the Loki. Loki gets stunned, Loki gets crippled, Osiris goes in but misses his ultimate. It is incomplete, sadly.
Loki is somehow able to walk away there, but he's gonna need to be careful here. Not a lot of mana, not a lot of health. Osiris, a lot of mana, but not a lot of health.
Right now, Wolf, what do you think that is going to be the outcome of this match based on the picks? Do you think that Opwash will eventually either become so tanky that Osiris and Kronos cannot match him, or do you think that they will blaze right through him?
Well, I think the answer is already here with this Tyrannical Plate Helm. Gives you a little bit of protection, a little bit of power, crowd control reduction, and it gives you freaking minion buffs. It's... man. Like... I don't think I've seen an Opwash in, like, 4 months. Like, I think I was the last one who played Opwash. I think that's the last time that I've seen it, so I don't know exactly how this is going to go, and Osiris is going to get a little bit of poke here from this Loki and the Opwash, and the Detonate is going to be there. Osiris is going to have to back with about 10% of his health left. Need you just take it a step forward.
Oh, Loki is not going to try to ult the Opwash. Loki is not going to try to ult the Osiris. He's just going to allow him to back. Right now... this casting is elite. Thank you. I don't know what is going on anymore. This is absolutely crazy.
Kronos is having to take it back here, and Osiris is going to walk towards this Loki. Does get the sickle. Tether is there. Just a little bit more damage, and that anti-heal is going to start coming through from this Opwash.
Wolf, I am 425. Where are you?
426 right now.
Okay, perfect. We are caught the fuck up. Let us go. Alright, so Osiris aggressive on the Opwash. Opwash, of course, disengages. Osiris 3 down, uses his 2, hits him, but cannot complete the bully. Hits the Loki with his 1. Loki turns back into the fight. Still incomplete. There is just minor scrapes and bruises on both sides. Opwash uses his 3. Still incomplete. Right now it looks like the red team has a pretty significant advantage, almost 1,000 gold. Tower is almost down. Osiris is gonna aggress on the Opwash again, hit him with his 3, hit him with his ult. Opwash ulted, but it is again not going to do anything. Wolf, what do you think is gonna happen?
I think the red team is just going to walk away here. If they have the confidence to lock in an Opwash and a Loki, I think they're really confident, and it's already showing. They only have the 1 kill, but they're... let's see here. The XP difference is at about 1,000. The gold difference sitting at around that 1,100 mark.
Okay.
I think the red team is just going to be able to walk away here. They're just going to be slapping people left and right.
It looks like the Loki is just messing around with the Osiris and the Chrono. Oh, the Loki is very low, but he ults away. Okay, it looks like that the red team isn't taking this game as seriously as they could. Do you think that will be the eventual downfall?
I mean, we saw Hellerin and Yash troll yesterday, and they ended up slapping in their matches. I think that this could be a similar situation here.
It looks like Opwash is going to pick up a winged blade for the Osiris and the Kronos, because Kronos has a slight slow on his 3. It looks like right now Loki is of course gonna be going Hydra's Lament. Let's see what the other team is going. Osiris is probably going to pick up a stone cutting sword, and Kronos, of course, picked up a Bancroft Talon, and it's going to his attack speed items. They are currently duking. Is not. Osiris misses his ult. Loki goes in on him. Osiris pops his shell and his 3, tries to take down the Loki, but the Loki blinks. It misses the 3 on the Chronos. Loki ults, stuns the Chronos. They're trying to kill Loki, but Loki gets away. Alpos is still in the middle of both of them, just after. Oh my god, he kills the Chronos with the burst damage. What is going on here?
Alpos is pulling out a lot of damage. This Loki is still hanging around here with such low health. He's gonna need to be careful here, and no mana left whatsoever.
That was disgusting damage. If you ignore the Alpos, eventually he will turn on you and beat you down with confidence. Toad is, of course, trying to... Oh my god! And the Osiris almost dies to the Alpos. That 1-2 combo is not a joke. Wolf, this is not looking good for the blue team. How are they going to come back from this? Tower already down.
They just gotta pray. I mean, I don't know what god you're gonna end up praying to because this is Smite, but I mean, you gotta pray that something exciting happens here for the blue team. They're just caught out in this corner here, and they're down 2,000 XP. They're down 2,000 gold. You already have a tower gone. I don't know what you're gonna do. I think you're stuck.
They can pray to whatever god they want to be. They can even pray to Mulan. They just have to step it up a little bit before red team get an advantage that is finally going to finish them off. Loki tries to bully the Osiris away from Bull Demon. They drop the Bull Demon and turn on the Osiris. Osiris lands a sick ult onto the Loki. Loki ults, trying to take down the Chronos, but can't. Chronos ults to try to get away. Osiris kept the kill on Loki, and it's only a 1v2 right now. Can Alpos turn the tides? He got slowed. He got Osiris 3'd. It looks like the Wind Blade is going in position. The stun from the 3 of Osiris, but it is incomplete. That was fantastic work from the blue team. They used the both of the Osiris stun and the Chronos stun to decimate Loki. They got Loki's bees and his ultimate. Fantastic work.
I really don't know what the red team was thinking. They don't have any real good way to clear out the Demon King. They don't have really good DPS. It's all really just burst damage unless that this Loki decides to build just more auto attack focused, and that's what it looks like is what they're going for. It is a hidden dagger coming out, which is a crit item. It's part of the crit tree, even though it doesn't have anything on it.
The trick with Loki is you cancel your 3 at the very end, and then you melee attack. That's the reason why he most likely got that crit. Of course, the Loki will get turned on. The Loki will ult, stunning both into the Apot 3. Oh my god, the Apot destroys everyone. Osiris tries to get the kill on the Loki and succeeds. Fantastic work. Now it's just Osiris and Apwash.
They're just staring each other down.
It is just a fist fight. It is just a bar fight. It is just fantastic. Alpos is of course gonna Phoenix dive. He's going to freaking get swept by the Osiris.
That's be a lot of damage. Osiris can just kill him here.
Osiris and the one, both are very, very low. This is by God, Osiris tries to fight the Alpos, stuns him with the 3. It continues to melee attack. Alpos is keep on healing with his corpses. Do you think they need anti-heal?
Which team, the red team or the blue team?
The blue team for the red team. Alpos is healing a lot from those corpses. I don't think it counts as healing, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, it does count as healing. It's just how are you going to be able to stop an Alpwash from healing? All he has to do is just walk out of the fight, drop corpses, and he's already healed everything up. So I don't think
so much.
I mean, that's just part of the kit. That's part of the ability. It's gonna allow you to heal. It allows you to heal outside of fights. I don't know what you're gonna be able to do. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
Not look like it just doesn't look like the red team is taking this very seriously. Loki is freely taking damage from the Osiris. Osiris misses his ult, but trades for the Loki ult. Right now, Opwash hits. Does he hit the Chronos? Will he hit? Oh, Chronos ages, but Opwash ult. This is so close, and he kills the Chronos. This is very, very difficult for both people of the blue team.
Once again, I think we're seeing Miju just get a little bit more aggressive. Like, I don't know if that's gonna work out for him. We saw him lose in that very first match of this tournament, and I think it was mainly just because Miju was sitting there diving really heavily, and I think the same thing is happening here. Like, he's gonna need to be careful if they're just gonna be able to win this.
Oh, it looks like right now Dart is having a little bit of difficulty. Is there anything he could do as the Chronos, or is he just gonna wait for late game?
Well, you got two things going on here. You got Loki taking out the Demon King, and then Opwash is sitting over here just slapping the Phoenix. Loki is going to be a little bit low here. He's going to need to be careful.
He just
tethered the blink, and the sprint gets popped, so we see the Osiris ult, and they got him.
I don't even know what's going on, dude.
The red team, like, they're starting to throw this.
Can we get a game that is at the very least not trolley like? This is affecting my casting by a lot. I'm very confused. Please send help.
Well, we got as much help as we're gonna get. I don't know what Miju and Destiny are really thinking, because it looks like they are trolling, and it looks this tower is gonna fall. Miju doesn't have the ultimate.
But Loki does. Loki will most likely, if nope, they disengage. Everything is a gigantic disengage into the Phoenix. Phoenix is not gonna happen yet. Destiny solo ult the Chronos and kills them. Fantastic work by Loki. Osiris is of course melting down the Loki faster than he can do anything. Opwash comes to the rescue, taking down the Osiris to almost like dead. 3/4 health down with one ability combo. This is fantastic for the red team. The Phoenix will come back up, but as soon as it comes back up, it comes back down. My god, Loki backs up, and Osiris is gonna try to clear that minion wave and just farm up. What? Right now, this game is looking a little rough. Is there anything at all that is gonna change?
I mean, it's tough to say if Miju and Destiny are trolling this match or not, because that fight actually worked out for them. And we see Miju picking up a Staff of Mirrodin. This is the first one that we've seen ever since the rework in this tournament. It'll be interesting to see how Miju decides to use it here. And what the heck is going on here? There is a lot of stuff going on here. Chronos gets ulted. Chronos is dead. Loki's trying to back, and Miju's just walking towards the tide. Huh?
There's my
Miju drops the ultimate, so he's gonna get a couple resets on the Staff of Mirrodin, but he's really not gonna make much use of it. Loki's just kind of hanging around. I don't know how to cast this.
I'll be honest, I am as confuckled as you are currently. I am just here, and I am in pain.
Do you want to sing Wonderwall?
Let us go. You know what? I believe Wonderwall is. I actually have not listened to Wonderwall in such a long time. Isn't it a story about a man drinking?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, I would like to get drunk here because this is the only way that I could actually, understand what the hell is going on in this game. Really, it's not even about the game. It's about the players, and the players right now. You can see it. Destiny Loki is coming around, trying to help out the op wash. It's gonna immediately zone in on the Kronos. Kronos immediately dies to the op wash combo and the Loki 3. Did you catch that? Loki canceled his 3 early to try to get some extra crit damage onto the Kronos before he decided to get away.
Miju ran back towards the Titan. He's working on trying to clear out this Titan, and there's gonna be a lot of damage coming through here, and Loki is gonna fall. Op Wash is in a lot of trouble here. The healing is gonna come through. Osiris has a lot of health, a lot of mana, but Op Wash has healing in that kit. Looks like he's gonna be in a lot of trouble here. Miju's in... We're just gonna... He missed us under.
I don't know what's going
He's
on.
He's trolling.
The Titan's gonna kill the Phoenix and the Titan. Oh, this is tragic. Oh.
Oh my gosh, the Titan is just barely standing. There's gonna be a little bit of damage done to this Phoenix. I don't know if they're gonna be able to clear it in time. This is tough to cast. I mean, the Titan doesn't have much health.
I am very happy that blue team was able to save the Titan, because that would have been humiliating death by minions.
I mean, we saw in the SPL, I think it was the Jade Dragons won by minions twice in the same set. That'll be a... Can we just get that to happen? Are we going to see a backdoor happen here? Loki did walk over a ward right now.
I don't know what the hell is going on anymore. Loki is just going around, just playing with them. As you can see, he currently is like taunting a bunch inside the jungle to play on them. Osiris is counter taunting and misses it too on the standing still Loki. They aggress on the Loki. Stunning the Loki. Osiris is still gonna go there, hitting him with his 1, hitting him with his 2. Loki ults away while the Phoenix goes down. Oh, this is... Oh, he lands the fantastic Osiris ult on the op wash. The flows are just too much for the op wash, but he does ult to try to save measure. Heals from his corpses. Osiris is trying to get the damage out, but it's just too difficult. I think they are gonna need that anti-healing after all. Whew.
Can op wash stop healing? Like, holy crap. And it looks like Loki's actually trying to go for a finish here. Loki's running towards the Titan. Kronos is looking to take it back, and Loki just stops at the frickin'
Oh, is Fable still in the stream? Fable, if you're still here, you have done it. You have with spectral armor on the enemies. On the friendlies, I guess, whoever you're voting for. Loki ult to try to save himself, but the Kronos finishes off with a 1. The Titan is under attack by minions. They're gonna save it. Is this gonna be the back door that you're talking about, Wolf?
I don't even know what's going on anymore. It's like... I literally think that Miju and Destiny are just doing this so that way we cast a lot longer and we build some sort of connection. But in reality, I don't want to feel any more connected to you than what I already feel like.
I mean, wow, that's dark. Give it up, give it up for me and Wolf's relationship. Let's go. The true MVPs of this match. Close, but not that close. Jesus Christ. Oh man.
I genuinely think that Miju is in my chat and he's just listening. In the meantime, Dart and Togrin are just... Well, what are they gonna do? The stream is behind.
Oh, Miju's in the chat. I hope he had the stream. I hope he had the stream blocked.
Oh my gosh. We see Loki ulting, Kronos is gonna go into the ultimate, and that's gonna be the end of this match. Red team is up 1-0. Thank God that's over.
We got one more. We got one more game. Oh, so is Dart. God damn it! You're not supposed to be in the chat. It's fine. Whatever. Stay in the chat, but pause the stream, which I'm guessing they have done. Wolf, what do you think of that game, buddy?
Ow. That's all that I can say. Just ow.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Freaking. We have to do another match of this. Let's keep that in mind.
I strongly believe that Dart and Toad will prevail in the second match. They need to become stronger as one. They need to make sure that they can actually communicate together and fight as one.
So I don't know if it was cockiness that got to the red team here, and they were just like, I'm flashing Loki. Let's just go for it. I don't know if that was the reason, but you know what? I'm gonna throw down the gauntlet and say, you know what, Miju, you should play Tiamat. He says that he wasn't trolling though.
All right. Miju, there's another game, Miju Destiny versus Toad and Dart. We are going to witness another game with hopefully Toad and Toad and Dart to actually like play something to really connect together. I wasn't feeling that was not the best Dart gameplay I've seen.
Are we gonna see any bans get shifted here?
Most likely not. It is very strange. I don't think they would ban the upwash. I would hope that they leave the Afro open because I believe Afro would have saved them a little bit better. Right now it is looking like a very, very rough game. As you see, red team bans the Osiris because the Osiris was very, very, very good at zoning out the Loki. They banned the Achilles. Wolf, is it the same? Other than the Osiris ban, of course.
I think everything has pretty much remained the same. The Osiris ban is the only one that changed. Do we see an Afro ban here? I think we do. It's just... Yeah, there it goes. Okay. But we don't need to worry about it. Afro's banned. We figured somehow she made it through a ban phase but didn't get picked up, which, you know, kind of makes sense whenever you're going up against an op flash. And Fenrir is going to get banned out, so they shifted the bans just a little bit, and Chang'e is going to get immediately locked in, has a little bit of healing, a lot of safety in that kit. What do you think of this pick? And we see... I'm done.
This is fantastic. Right now, the red team does not have any tanking capabilities. If Toad picks a tank, he is going to have to go extra careful. Most likely, he's going to have to go either a warrior or an assassin that has the early game. If they shut them down the early game, because as you know, Sol and Artemis is not good in the early game, everything should be.
I don't know what to say.
That's the best thing to say. I don't know what to say either.
What do you pick up? A freaking Athena? I don't know. You're going into a double ADC comp. How are you? Okay.
What I would personally do if I was in the point was, whoa, the Erlan Shen. That is, it may work actually. Erlan Chen has to be right on top of his opponent in order to get the melee damage off, to actually get the damage on his 2 on, and to, you know, hopefully take one of them down. Chang'e, of course, has to get somewhat close to her opponent. She has that very, very useful immunity that she could immune either Souls or Artemis ult. I think this is gonna work.
Oh my gosh. Sol and Artemis on the same team, going up against Erlang Shen and Chang'e. Sure. How much money would I have lost to say that this never would have happened? A lot. Because there's no reason for this match to happen like this. And it's Miju on Soul. Like, this is the second time that he's playing a mage. Granted, it's a mage ADC. It's still a mage.
This is strange.
They must have done some research or something. Like, they went home and did their homework.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna cast this match. That's what we're gonna do. They pick. Oh, I saw 2 mannequin maces. Or mannequin scepters. So it's gonna be a mannequin scepter and a leather cowl for Destiny and Miju, and I guess not. Make up your freaking mind, Miju.
Do you think that this is going to...
Alright, it's mannequin scepter.
Oh, is the game almost starting?
The game started.
Oh.
Now it has.
Wait, I'm at 0 right now.
I'm at 7.
Oh, that is not good.
Well, that'll be fine.
It looks like I will not be able to, you know, talk about this. I touched my keyboard and died.
That sounds like a personal problem, but I will go ahead and sit here and cast this match. And Artemis is taking a lot of damage here, and looks like Artemis is gonna be fine here. Chang'e doing a little bit of damage, Soul also doing their own damage as well. Yeah, I don't know. There's really no tankiness coming out here. There is a enchanted Kasari for a little bit of magical protection on the Soul, but outside of that, you're playing with mage defense stats. Is it really going to be worth it? I don't think so. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens here. I mean, more than likely, this enchanted Kasari is going to end up being a Shogun's Kasari. Really nice aura attack speed item, and we might see Artemis going into a Silver Branch build. Maybe? Starting off with a short bow. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. I think this short bow is going to end up being a Ichval. We've seen that start happen as of very recently, ever since the boots removal. But outside of that, really not sure. Blue team looks like they're just going to be stuck underneath their tower here. Really not going to be able to do much against an Artemis and a Soul, and both of them do tick over to 5 now. They're just going to start clearing out the camps. Artemis going over towards the mid camps, and Soul is going to be picking up this damage camp here in just a moment. And down that camp goes. Erlang Shen coming to take a look, and Erlang Shen's going to get caught out here. He's just by himself, and Artemis is going to use the ultimate. Is going to create a little bit of a disengage, but Artemis is going to have to use the beads here. Really low on health, has to be careful of the minions. Really doesn't want to stick around here. Artemis is going to need to back here. Erlang Shen still level 4, just barely ticks over to that level 5, uses the ultimate and the pin. Chang'e trying to pump it out as much damage as they can. And Soul is going to be able to get away with that Disapparate. The blue team just goes back and clears out the waves, gets their blue buff, and starts doing what little bit of farming that they can. And it is a Shogun's Kasari coming out for Miju on the Soul. And it looks like Artemis didn't decide to back there. She was channeling the back. And Erlang Shen did take it back and is working on a Emerald Mail. That is a tree. Chang'e just trying to clear out whatever minions that she can. Chang'e is able to use our little Chungus is what I'm going to call him, is able to use the bunny to try and clear out some of the, or really not be able to back here, but she is going to need to be careful here. We see a little Chungus running around right here as the fight is breaking out. Artemis is going to use the ultimate. Erlang Shen does get caught out, and that is going to be first blood in favor of the red team. Chang'e really wasn't ready for it. Chang'e does have the ultimate, but they're playing really separated, and this tower is just going to fall. It is being shredded away. Soul is going to get hit by the Chang'e ultimate, but not a lot comes of it. Destiny does lose a good chunk of his health and has to go back with no mana. But outside of that, the tower is pretty much gone. It looks like this is going to be in favor of the red team here. Blue team grabbing the back XP, and they are going to be here for this damage camp. The red team isn't going to be able to make it in time to get any sort of clear on this. No chance of a steal, and Erlang Shen is going to take a step forward here, is going to drop the pin, and Artemis is going to get knocked up. We see Erlang Shen dropping the ultimate. Soul drops her ultimate as well. Shelled is coming through. Doesn't look like much is going to happen. Chaga's going to get hit by the ult, by the autos, and Destiny is going to finish the kill here. Erlang Shen taking a lot of damage. Artemis gets hit by the pin. Erlang Shen trying to make a run for it, but Artemis looks like is going to be in range. A lot of damage coming through, and that slow really big, but isn't going to be able to finish it. Soul does go into the Disapparate to try and mitigate some of the damage. Erlang Shen really low, and Destiny is going to fall to the tower, taking a tower shot or two. That's the first accidental death that we've seen this entire tournament. Destiny's trolling. It looks like Soul is going to be able to try and deal with this Chang'e. Going to bring the minions all the way up to the tower, but Chang'e is going to stop that back. Chang'e going for a little bit of anti-heal with the Divine Rune, and we see Erlang Shen picking up the Gauntlet of Thieves, a charge bow coming out for this Artemis, and an Emperor's Armor being picked up for Miju. The tower is going to fall for the blue team. Already at 1500 XP, 1500 gold difference in favor of the red team. I think the red team is going to be able to walk away with this one with another really weird comp. It looks like Todra and Dart, they need to get this win here if they want to move forward. And we see this tower shred just coming through. Artemis is going to get hit, and Soul is going to get hit by the pin. And the ultimate is going to come through for Chang'e. It's only going to hit on the Artemis, though. Phoenix still stands, but there's only about 10% of its health left, and we see Artemis going into the ultimate. Erlang Shen is going to get hit with Candlodium Boar. Artemis taking a lot of damage. There is two fights going on here. Erlang Shen does end up missing his ultimate. Soul taking a lot of damage here, and Chang'e a little bit low, is going to need to be really careful here. And Chang'e is going to be able to walk away. Soul does have a little bit of healing in her kit. Uses the ultimate to try and clear out some of the waves, but really isn't going to be able to do that. Artemis a little bit low. Phoenix still stands, is going to need to be careful here. It looks like they're trading off Phoenix shots, and Todran is going to get the kill onto Destiny, but the Phoenix is going to fall. Chang'e trying to catch up to the Soul, and it looks like Erlang Shen is trying to as well. And Soul looks like she is going to be able to escape, be able to get out of harm's way. Chang'e is going to go for this red buff, though. Pretty interesting builds coming through. We see the Odysseus bow being finished and another bow being started up. I believe that is going to end up being a Atalanta's, just because of how weird it is. Emperor's Armor coming through. I mean, this just screams attack speed. We see the red team actually getting started on the Demon King over here. Really, the blue team isn't going to be able to do anything. They're just going to get this. They're going to clear it. No problem. The blue team is going to start making their way over here. It's going to be a little bit extra power for the next minute and a half or so. Artemis is going to use the ultimate, and Erlang Shen, trying to continue the chase, uses the ultimate as well. Soul, all ultimates are going to be used. The blue team is going to get a kill onto Destiny. Miju is going to pick up a kill onto this Chang'e, and both Soul and Erlang Shen doing really good on their health here. They're just going to try and slap it out. Erlang Shen does miss the pin, and Soul's just going to try and clear out whatever they can. And these are fire minion waves that are being pushed up with Soul here. See the slow coming through. The pin is going to be good. The knockup is there as well. Erlang Shen taking a lot of damage. These fire minions do a lot of damage if you're not careful. And it looks like Soul is going to take the back here. And it's going to be a Toxic Blade pickup for the Soul here, as well as a Belt of Frenzy coming out. Artemis isn't on that level 12 mark yet, so it doesn't have that second relic available. XP difference about 1100 right now, and gold difference sitting at about 1400.
How is it working?
It's going good, and we see Erlang Shen using the ultimate onto Artemis. Artemis is going to have to use the beads. Does immune Chang'e's ultimate, but they're going to need to be careful here. Soul is all the way to the Phoenix line and is actually starting to whack away at the Titan. And it looks like Soul is going to get caught out here. Erlang Shen turns, tries to do anything and everything that they can to separate. Is going to come through. Soul does drop the ultimate. Little bit defensively. Really, not a lot was going to come from that. The Phoenix has respawned for the blue team. You see that try and get cleared away, and Soul is going to use the Belt of Frenzy, but not going to be able to do anything with it. Soul just trying to get Chang'e away from the fire minions. Erlang Shen is running down the Soul, and we see the Desaparate coming through once again. It looks like Soul is going to be in a lot of trouble here, but is going to be able to walk away. Artemis is here. We see Artemis using the ultimate and is going to be able to get the kill onto Chang'e. And Artemis is going to step forward into Erlang Shen. It was a trap, and Erlang Shen is going to be able to pick up a kill here. This game is pretty even though the red team does have a bit of a lead onto the blue team. You see Erlang Shen just clearing out the minions, trying to get anything and everything away from the Phoenix, but it looks like the Phoenix is going to fall once again here. The Emperor's armor coming through, slowing down the attack speed of the Phoenix. And the Phoenix will fall once again. The red buff is up, and we're going to see Soul going for that. The Demon King has also respawned as well. Taking a look at builds once again, we see a Silver Branch bow coming out for the Artemis. Pretty interesting. In combination with the attack speed items, the attack speed stem, we're already seeing 24 stacks coming out for Artemis whenever she does use the attack speed stem. And the blue team is going to take a little bit of a retreat here. They do have a level lead on this Artemis, but the Soul does have a lead on both of the blue team members here. Erlang Shen is going to use the ultimate. Artemis is just going to get shredded away here as my stream decides to freeze here. Soul is going to go into the Desaparate and try and make it run for it. Erlang Shen doesn't have the ultimate that was used a little bit earlier. And beads are going to come through, and it looks like it's going to be on the Soul here. Looks like the blue team is turning this around. The red team just a little bit disfigured. You see the pin coming through, no connect. Erlang Shen is going to try and step forward into the tower line, but that Emperor's armor affecting the tower as well. And the tower is going to take about half of its total health. And Artemis has come back from the respawn. And XP is finally in favor of the blue team, but the gold just about 1,000 difference. for the red team. And the red team is going to try and push up here. We see the Blink ultimate, and Chang'e is going to be the one caught out. A ton of damage coming through, and the Odysseus bow proc isn't going to be able to make it there, but the Titan is going to be taking a lot of damage. These fire minion waves. Erlang Shen is going to step into one of the traps here. Artemis is going to be taking a lot of damage. We see the beads coming through, and Chang'e is going to use the ultimate to secure the kill onto the Artemis. The Titan at about half health now. And Soul, once again, just has to take this retreat. Miju has died 7 times in this match. A little bit of a problem for him, but looks like it's working out. It's tactical feeding, is what he would be calling it. Erlang Shen taking a bit of damage from this tower. The tower still stands, surprisingly. Soul's trying to clear out as much of the minions as she can as the blue team's Phoenix has respawned, which means that the Titan will be recovering a little bit of health. Chang'e taking a bit of damage is going to be able to use her invincibility. Soul's trying to keep up, does go into the Disapparate. And Chang'e is going to be able to walk away here, and we see Soul going at it once again on this Phoenix. Looks like they are going to be able to take the Phoenix here once again. Titan's sitting at about 60% of its health now, really only gained about 10% of the health while the Phoenix was up here. And in the meantime, we see Artemis actually grabbing the Demon King here. It's going to be a really big push for this red team. Looks like 2 fights are getting ready to happen here. Artemis kind of getting caught out by themselves. Chang'e now getting caught in the middle here. Soul's doing anything and everything that they can just to try and get a kill. We see the shell getting popped, and we see Artemis going into the ultimate, uses the trap, and the shell, or the belt is going to come through, and Erlang Shen is going to fall, and it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade, and Soul is going to try and take as much out of the Titan as possible. I don't know if they're going to be able to get the kill or not. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle here. Doesn't have a lot of healing in the kit right now. And it looks like the red team is going to be able to pick up the win here. It's going to be a 2-0 win. And that means Miju and Destiny will be moving on into the next match. And unfortunately for Todrin and Nameless Dart, they have been eliminated from this tournament. Really close game, even though it didn't feel like it at times. Destiny going 4-8-2, and Miju going 2-0-3. A lot of tactical feeding is what it looks like. But a really well game played. Really fun to watch, really fun to cast. And let's go ahead and update the bracket here. So Miju Destiny will move forward, and they will be facing the winner of match number 14. And so we will have to see how these matches go. So for anybody who is watching, these matches will be played at some point during this week, and I will stream these just before the final matches are streamed on the 31st. Juicy, are you still here, maybe? Juicy is deafened, so I guess we're pretty much done here. There's no other matches for us to call. It is going to be important to know that the grand finals and these 2 matches here, Losers Round 4 and Losers Finals, will be casted over on Alpha Jackal's stream, and we will be doing a raid on his stream after we play the other matches. And I guess with that being said, there really isn't anything else to do. I don't know what to do with myself because of how early it is. But I just... What?
Are we doing another game?
No. We don't have any
Alrighty,
other matches today.
let's go. We're done, Wolf. Well, you're done, but we're done, Wolf. Let's go.
Juicy, do
Woo.
you have any final words for our viewers here?
Here's the thing. I don't really want to say anything, but
Here's the thing.
if
There's nothing.
you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're done, right? I can hop off mic.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. See, Smite is a good game, but there are times when it's a bad game.
Is that it? Okay. I'm at a loss for words here. I don't know how to. I can't even finish the stream now. I'm at a loss for words that badly. Well, I guess the only thing I can really say is thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Make sure you guys join the Unknown Gods Discord down below with the joining tag, whatever you want to call it, of KYEDSXB. Thank you to everybody who has helped out with this tournament. Thank you, Tempest, for creating the tournament. Thank you, Juicy, for helping me cast as well. Thank you to everybody who's been in the chat. Thank you for everybody who has followed Hayden, Gatsby, Hellerin, Dart. Thank you guys for all streaming. Thank you guys to those of you who have subbed. Unfortunately, my stream isn't showing who has subbed to me and who hasn't. But yeah, big thanks to all of you guys who have tuned in. Thank you guys for coming out, helping me out, and all this stuff. And all right, I guess with that being said, we are gonna be out of here. I did not mean to blow your guys' eardrums out. I'm sorry.